a true murderer's row of a non-conference schedule for the Ospreys. Our officials this afternoon, Ted Valentine, Clarence Armstrong, and Tim Comer, who threw it up.
But his kids really practiced hard yesterday. Everybody was in a great frame of mind. I look for them to really give it everything they've got out here today against Pittsburgh.
Federico lays it up at Pitt, a veteran team, 3 sixth-year players, 2 fifth-year players in their rotation. Only Notre Dame has more 5th or 6th-year guys in the ACC as the bank shot is up and in for Blake Hinson. It's been a big part of their turnaround. 7-4 on the season. Had some notable wins, probably most notably as the left-handed bank shot is up and in by Jaden Parker.
After a year going through the ACC wars, he'll get stronger, I guarantee you.
You'll have to. Inside for Parker, who lays it up. Abar, I should say, who lays it up and in.
He's really good around the basket, and they use him a lot of those actions where he can duck in and roll to the basket.
Averages about 7 points a game and only 14 minutes a game. Sabandi strong take off glass and in.
You got a guy that can play either guard position. He can shoot it, but he also can finish around the rim, so he can play on the ball. I think they really talk and communicate.
Ooh, rejected. There's that defense you talked about. One of the twins, Jorge Diaz-Graham, with the rejection. He played at Northgate High School, which is about 15 minutes northwest of here, and that was his first coaching job back in 1988. He's a Pittsburgh native. He's a Steelers fan as Jorge Diaz-Graham knocks down the 3, and he's been the head coach at North Florida, the winningest coach in school history.
Well, he coached under some great guys. Larry Shyatt is a basketball savant. I mean, everybody in the game knows who he is and what he's been able to do.
His team down 7 right now, midway through the first half. To the rim, up and in.
Placer is really quick with the ball. He can initiate, he can play off the ball. Really good scorer for North Florida.
Wide open in the corner, a 3 is good for Greg Elliott. This is Hicklin. Pitt's defense, as you said, has been airtight so far. Placer step back 3. Couldn't get the roll for Abar and rebounded by the Panthers.
But North Florida is not settling for jump shots right now like they were earlier. They were actually running stuff.
Nice feed from Cummings to Federico for the lay-in. Cummings has not scored in this game. He averages 11 a game, but he has distributed the ball. He had that pass, the skip pass for the 3-pointer to Elliott. Federico lays it in. Good pass into the corner for another open 3. It's good. Pounded inside again. Abar, the nice bank shot. Sabandi knocks down the jumper. Three-pointer for Nelly Cummings with a hand in his face. North Florida falling further behind, needs something offensively. It's Hicklin to the rim. He lays it up and in. 10 at halftime. You got to think they'd be feeling pretty good about that.
It would be a win-win. I think both teams, as I said earlier, should be happy about the first half. I think Pittsburgh has executed their offense very well.
Excellent feed by Sabandi to Federico as Hendrickson comes up short on the long 3. Hinson on the run, 1-on-2. Hinson galloping to the basket, lays it up and in.
They kept moving it. Cummings had a good look. He just missed it.
Much needed 3 there for Hendrickson. North Florida is trailed by as much as 17. Down 16 right now and looking to get some momentum going into the half. Placer, nifty dribbling, left-handed layups up and in.
Pedigree, but defensively, when I watch film and see them today, they really do a good job defensively.
Pitt has won 6 out of 7, taking it to the rim and scoring with a 16-point lead, led by as much as 17 late in that first half. Hinson knocks it down.
They like to play football and they like to score the basketball.
He's averaging 16 and 7 this year as Hendrickson knocks down the triple. Love to shoot the 3 a couple of times under Coach Driscoll. They've led the country in 3-pointers made. Birds of Trey, that kind of moniker defines the program a little bit. And offensively as Federico scores again. Elliott, strong finish.
Parcells had two go down and looked like they were going to go, and they just bounced out.
Cummings pulls up. Federico missed the putback, gets the third opportunity. Federico, you see on the season, he's about tripled his season average. Parker flips it in. Had in his stats there. He got an extra rebound out of it. Get closer to that double-double like he had last game. Hinson. Now who's counting their stats? Who's counting their stats now? Blake Hinson. Burton running the break. Hinson pulls up from mid-range and scores again. Thought about the three with 15 minutes to go. Nice feed to Federico. In deep. Federico flips it up and in.
Early in the game, he got it in there, and he rushed the shot up without even finding the basket. Now he's slowing down his action. He's picking up the basket, and he's scoring.
Hicklin knocks down the three.
I was expecting to see this early. A lot of times, coaches wait to the second half to show something so you can't clean it up at halftime.
Federico, career high 18 points. Quickly the other way, Abar, challenged by Federico. Elliott, alley-oop, Federico dunks it. Off the mark on the three, however the rebound fumbled. Federico 9 out of 13 from the field at the other end, laying it up and in. Dorian James. That was a beautiful look from Jorge to Guillermo, but they couldn't finish.
North Florida has gone to that zone.
Nice finish by Abar.
Hinkman, though, on the drive, and he's the guy right now that North Florida is going to have to play off of.
Hinson's mid-range jumper is pure.
He's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Step back three, Hicklin knocks it down. As they've even switched up the zone a little bit here, tweaking it.
Well, it's like a matchup. You know, here in Pittsburgh, they call it the amoeba. But if a guy's not a good three-point shooter, then let him take the mid-range. And Hinson has done a really good job of attacking the basket and pulling up, taking the mid-range.
Hicklin knocks down another three. Hicklin on Hinson. Down to 7 to shoot. Sets up the ball screen. Placer down the lane, lays it up and in. Federico. Clearing out space and scoring. And it's rebounded by the Panthers. Burton easily to the rim.
You can't lose at home. That's why they call this place the zoo. I mean, it will really be jumping.
Burton, mid-range jumper. Abar, affected by Federico. Body's hitting the floor. Placer, difficult shot is good. We asked Coach, you know, what's going on with the schedule? He said, we're going to bank $500,000 this year playing those games.
They've got a different level of athlete than you're going to see every day in your league. So now we make adjustments to play against them, or do we run our regular stuff? You know, and you got to prepare your team to be able to do that just because you're on the road.
Hicklin, chance for a three-point play. There's just some people you can tell when you talk to them and they talk about their parents. You could just tell his dad really meant a lot to him. His dad passed away 5 years ago. You can just tell how much his dad meant in his life.
The safest job in America is the associate head at Pitt. I mean, you know, and so he really saw something in this job and in this rebuilding. He's just done a heck of a job.
From Cincinnati, played at Syracuse, was a head coach at Siena. Seton Hall, Bowling Green, was most recently an assistant at Georgetown. Just a very nice man as Santos throws it down. 82-56, the final.
Pitt really executed both on the offensive end and the defensive end tonight. It was a well-played game by the Pitt Panthers.